What is going on, you guys? My name is Rage and we are back today with Marvel Strike Force's newest character here, being Valkyrie, rounding out the rest of her fellow hero Asgardians team. As you can see, she's also going to be required as part of that new War Scourge event, which is going to be the next one, likely in a couple months. But what she's going to bring to her team is high damage and health. She's going to punish enemies and avenge fallen allies, and especially with being this part of this new war defense team, she's going to be applying offense down to all enemies on spawn as well. That synergy of actually granting ability energy, heals, and positive effects to all her fellow comrades. So how we're going to recruit her is actually going to be an event. Some of these events are usually the best free-to-play events in terms of farming character shards, but that's going to start July 23rd, which is a little bit over a week from now. And as well, we always got to take advantage of this extra 15% in the increased drop rate. As well, today's video, we're going to be taking a look at a kit and the preemptive T4 recommendations. So before we get started, guys, just a reminder here, when you're going through the orbs, just to make sure Valkyrie's icon is showing here. As you can see, with the extra 15%, sometimes it may or may not be showing, and then it could be in effect as well. I like to double check by hitting the additional eye here, and it's going through. And I like to go to the 2 red stars, and you can see here the 15% is in fact in effect. So therefore, we are good to go here. Haven't done a red star opening in a while, so we got quite a bit, but generally I try to aim for a 2 or 3 red. So let's take a look today. 122 starting. Let's see if we can get that 2 or 3. And it's always notable because even when we do get duplicates here, keep in mind this does get added up to the higher level red. So got a 1 there. Again, we want to be a little bit more ambitious just because we do have quite a few added up here. Got the 2 red, nicely done. We'll just keep things going. Open up 5 to 10 here. Haven't got any of the blues, but would be really nice to take advantage of the promotion here for sure. Couple 2 reds there. Okay, yeah. I mean, at least we're getting Valkyrie consistently, but usually that diminishes my luck for getting a higher one. Go. Oh, got a purple, but unfortunately the duplicate. Another 2 red. Wow. So yeah, we'll do a couple more here, but generally when I get a lot of it, it usually doesn't end up getting the promoted character here. In this case, we got a lot of 2s already, so I might have to pause here. I know sometimes if you take a pause and try again another day, you may actually end up getting some better luck, right? So oh, nice. It's got an upgrade right there. We'll do a couple more here just to round it up to a smooth number, but otherwise, I'm okay with the 2 red. I likely will try again later just to see if I can get a higher luck, but it doesn't really seem like it's falling for me today, unfortunately. Hopefully you guys have a better luck than me, but at least the good news is I bet a lot of folks are going to have these red stars built up just because it's been a while since we had a red star video. That's it, guys. So as you can see, Mighty Thor officially being unlocked for everyone. Now rounding out the rest is Valkyrie. Rising Cut is her basic attack, and as you can see, attacking primary target for 80% damage, and a bonus attack if the primary target does have death proof. Each attack is actually going to deal more additional damage, and her basic attack is how she's going to get charges up to a maximum of 10. And we're going to see this in more effect later, but as you can see, the damage does ramp up as we increase its ability. And if they have death proof later on, you actually get a transfer of the death proof to the most injured ally, as well as applying bleed. And the T4 is notable in the sense that, you know, a lot of the damage actually just gets added to the primary and secondary targets. Don't know if I would recommend it right away just because these T4 materials are something we want to save, but level 6 is definitely good bang for buck. Next up, Valkyrie's charge is her special, and she's going to be applying protection encounters through all her hero Asgardians team, as well as attacking for some primary target damage. As well, once again, if they have death proof, this is going to deal additional damage. As we level this ability up, defense up, offense up is actually going to get applied, as well as additional damage when they have the death proof right. The notable one, however, is the T4 here being the fact that she can actually apply stun. And for sure, anytime you have a character where you get additional crowd controlling capabilities, highly recommend. So this one's a no-brainer. Definitely would recommend if you're planning to bring her up, especially us knowing that this team is going to be using Scourge. This is going to be adding value for that crowd controlling aspect. And what I do like about level 6 is, you know, we do get the counters add up to full, as well as all the additional damage increase. Dragon's Fang Bite is her ultimate ability. As you can see, attacking primary target for set damage, as well as that additional bonus damage for death proof. If she does have charge, she's actually going to rebound to additional adjacent enemies per charges on her. So essentially, the more charges she has, the more likely she's going to be able to actually do more damage, and as well as rebounding to those different enemies there. As you level this ability up as well, you can see the damage does go up. And once again, similar to her special ability, the ultimate here, in being the T4, actually applies ability block to the primary target. So once again, adding another element and layer of crowd control for her, and for that reason, I highly would recommend, just because having a stun and an ability block is going to be absolutely huge for a kit, as well as already providing that protection. And last but not least, Battle Maiden is her passive. Each turn she's going to be healing herself for 5% HP, and as well as for each Asgardian on her team, as well as gaining additional damage. So this one's a no-brainer. It's already starting off very strong. These passives are usually really good. As you can see, whenever she or a hero Asgardian does fall, you can see there's going to be a boatload of different effects here getting applied. Generating ability energy, healing for 20% plus per charge, and as well as losing all the charges when that happens, and the increase in crit chance. On war defense specifically, she's actually going to be performing the listed functions as well whenever any hero Asgardian does fall. So there's always going to be a likely chance then to actually get these effects, which is really nice, whereas regularly it's going to be 50%. Leveling this ability up, as you can see, she's also going to be able to have a natural cleanse, which actually strips away all the negative buffs on her allies, which is huge. In war defense, there's going to be more notable effects, such as having offense down, and as well gaining additional damage overall. And lastly, with the T4 of this one, it's whenever she actually does have any of the hero Asgardian herself falling, safeguard, and as well as immunity, offense up and defense up is going to apply right away. So I really like the fact that this is not actually tied to war, so you can actually 100% recommend T4ing this as well, just because they're going to be getting an additional increase in buffs and safeguards whenever that does happen. And unfortunately, you can see here it still applies to 50% chance even with the final level here, so we're really going to get the most notable impact in war. But if you guys are planning to bring her up for Scourge as well, we're going to see a really good team in terms of value for war and as well as the Scourge. So there you guys have it. Thank you as always, guys. Good luck in your guys' Red Star Orbs as well. Thank you as always, and I'll see you guys in the next one.